Hello YouTube, Coffee Proctor here from the hospital. Yeah, I am at the hospital in New Hampshire. I'm not going to go into specifics, not that it really matters, but everything's quarantined and, they're very secretive about certain things, but I am in a specific hospital. You could probably dig in and find out a little bit more if you follow my pages as to where I am, but not too worried about it. I just know some sensitivities on YouTube right now. Excuse me. Some sensitivities right now regarding where you're saying you're at and whatnot. But I am here for quite a while, actually, and not for what you might think. So I'm not here for COVID-19. Didn't have any symptoms or anything like that. I am, however, at a hospital that is preparing for aforementioned coronavirus, and so I this is my second day, and actually I haven't been able to make a video until now because the absorbent pain medication that they're giving me right now has been helping me get through words, but it's taken me literally up until now to be able to record this video, and even through this video you're probably gonna have to bear with some times where I, right now, lose my ability to barrel through some of my sentences. It's for the sake of journalism, worth it, I guess, and because I'm either sitting here in writhing pain or I'm gonna barrel through it and talk to you fine folks about the state of things and pandemic and all of these things. But the first thing you're probably wondering, if you're still watching and didn't hang up already, if you didn't get bored the first 4 minutes, is 2 minutes, is what happened. Get on with it, Mark. What happened? Pancreatitis, actually. I've been having some really bad stomach issues since my gallbladder was taken out, and I kind of pushed them off for a little while. Of course, I guess the symptoms I thought were just, either gas or whatever. I'm not going to share too many of the stuff with you guys, but enough that I thought maybe at one point I was over-exaggerating and there's no reason to go. I think in those circumstances, when you even second guess it and you have a kid, you just go. Like, no need to be macho. I mean, that's not necessarily what I was doing in this circumstance, but there's just a lot of stuff going on around my house and trying to get things repaired and family stuff. So, that being said, I am here to try and talk to all you fine folks, but bear with my moments of losing the ability to speak, and then my ability to speak entirely might be just botched by the amount of heavy narcotics I'm on right now to maintain the pain medication. Maintain the pain levels. The first thing I noticed when I got here, which was really kind of eerie, was that there are tents outside, like already like just set up outside, like just tents, but also like nobody here, like nobody in the ER room. Like, they had people set up at the front, security guards and everything. Like, what are you here for? Papers, please, kind of guys. Not really. They're just obviously making sure that, people who are there to be seen, and they're not accompanied by, a significant other. And there was reason for it, because somebody had kind of a uppity situation, and it took for a guy to be dressed in tactical gear to basically tell him no, for him to go tail between the legs, and got back in his car, and he left his wife to go on by herself. I mean, we understand it's scary, but getting angry about something because you can't go inside with your wife to be seen, you want to support her, I get it, it's scary. I couldn't have my have anybody here, and it's tough. Not that I would drag anybody into it either. I don't want anybody to be here. This is petri dish central. Not so much. I mean, these people are awesome what they do. They really have a phenomenal team here. I showed up there. It was like something out of outbreak, and the tents are outside, and they've got dudes in hazmat, people security gear, and it's empty. ER was completely empty. People are weary looking at me like, are you gonna be the first guy that comes to the door with the COVID shuffle? It wasn't me. I came in and just in bouts of pain and ready to die, basically. Like, my stomach was horribly painful. It wasn't even my stomach, turns out. It was my back. It turns out the actual thing was something I didn't expect to be at all. And I thought I was going to be losing an appendix or intestinal blockage. Again, not get with the gross stuff, but just pancreatitis, and now I've got to stay here for like 5 days and drink, just water and all of that. So it's been tough, but we're getting through it, and I'm gonna try to document each day, even say hi.
Hi.
I'm a YouTuber doing documentation. Trying to, at least. So the good thing, I think, that I've been able to kind of get done, here for my own self-satisfaction, is really see things in order. Like, it's definitely not why I'm here, but it has been the slight icing to a really shitty scenario. It's just shit cake. It's just really shitty cake and some okay icing. It was kind of nice to see how everything works and everything, and all the protocols and stuff, and they're freaking thorough on how they're handling stuff, like right down to calling before showing up, and then the layers of getting even into the hospital, and then their methods of precaution, and they're doing an amazing job. So I feel safe here. Actually, I feel safer here than I would, if I was doing it at the ER today. I'm glad I went when I went. There was nobody there, and now I'm here, and when it's time for me to leave, I'll just leave. And I'm in the hands of my own room. I can show everybody my room. Look at this. Hello to my room. It's not bad. It's actually pretty sweet. They do a pretty good job. And unfortunately, no cool foods or anything like that. I can't. It sucks because I didn't eat for like 2 or 3 days because I thought, I'm overreacting. It's gas. It's this. It's that. You just stop eating and fast for a little bit, and everything's gonna be fine. And you must have ate something wrong because you don't have a gallbladder. And sure enough, I was. Sorry. Normally I'd edit these out, but yeah, I don't have the ability to do that. What was I talking about? Food? Yeah, food. Something about food. About not eating food for a while. And now I get here and it's like my body physically can't take food, but like my stomach feels hungry. Like, so water, nothing. So I can't drink water or eat food for the next 4 or 5 days. It's like this true fasting. And I'm hydrated, the IV and all that fun stuff and cool equipment. And I got plenty of audiobooks, so that's what I've been doing, just chipping away at that. trying to stay away from the internet. It just makes me more paranoid, and where I can't get to my son quickly, and I just, yeah, paranoia, yeah. But I'm just, trying to stay positive, and this has made me feel a lot more positive about how things are handled, at least by our professionals in the healthcare. I now, will there be the resources that they need? I don't think so. I think that the United States really underprepared, pretty irresponsibly, if you ask me. Especially when the CDC offered tests, and Trump's like, "Nah, we're good." Like, except for the people that are gonna die now because of him. That's sad. That's really sad. It's a dual-edged sword too, because it's good to see that he's responding to Yang's UBI, and that it took something as crazy as this, not robots, the smallest life forms imaginable, to bring the world to its knees, right? But got blacked out. He is the media. Yang got, kicked off the sidelines. Now he's on the front line talking about it. The commenter. I mean, it looks like CNN is like, and what does the genius have to say? And he comes in with higher than everybody else IQ to lay it out. Anyway, I think that's my optimism too, is that all of those things kind of set in place. He really was playing 4D chess. I said this, and I quote it, and this was my thing, so nobody gets to take it. He was playing chess while the rest of the Democratic field was trying to learn the rules to checkers. That's my quote. I quote that. I quote Cuffy Proctor. Must be all the pain meds that made me possessive over that quote. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble for a little while about my crazy experience. It's been about 12 minutes now, so I will probably do another one of these each day that I'm here. And hopefully, last night was horrific, so there's no way I was doing anything yesterday. And today it's pretty bad. I have these bouts of pain that are unbelievable. But with the amount of pain meds that they're giving me, that's helping out fuckload. So I hopefully be back at it, and be back at podcasting, and be back at the rest of the world once we're through this whole COVID shuffle. But I did want to say I was proud to see that Trump is reinforcing what he is to poverty families, not necessarily just people working and stuff, just people below poverty line are going to get those checks. I think is what it's going to come down to. Whereas you have people like Schumer and Pelosi being the ones, no, it should only go to workers, and even Graham on the right side. I just can't believe it. It's supposed to be the Social Democrats doing all that. Yeah, no, they're putting blocks to it, not direct blocks. They could just go, yeah, no, UBI to all Americans, everyone. We shouldn't be, oh, well, you don't get it, but you get it. Like, all Americans. Ask Yang. Yang should be the point person on this. And I think he is now. I think that's what's happening with the White House. So, an extra minute talking about that, but I think it was something to be brought up before I let go, because if there's anybody that could have offered a better economic solution before we hit a depression, a great depression, would be to stimulus this entire country with UBI. And I think we should do it for a good year, to be honest with you, but that's another video. But I'm not going to get through the rest of this, and I feel a pretty bad one coming on. So thank you, as always, for listening, subscribing, and doing what you guys do to support us in Abstract Transmissions, and me as a musician and as a YouTube art creator. Keep safe, keep your loved ones safe, and don't go out of your house. There's no need for it. Get the basics, stay inside. It's not a hoax. And again, you know what? Yeah, maybe people my age and younger, and a lot of people aren't going to be affected, but there are going to be many more, and they're the people who couldn't get out to get the groceries because you guys all bought the toilet paper. They're the elderly that now not only get to quarantine themselves, but then if they get it, they're the first to put to the sidelines in ICU. So just remember that, you know, when you're stuffing your basket full of toilet paper. Thank you all, though, for people who aren't doing that, that are being logical. Thank you for critical thinking. And thank you for listening. Again, as always, we appreciate your time and attention. And stay clear of that COVID shuffle, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon.